Hey guys, welcome back to Fantasy Football Game Week 34 coming up. And as you can see, a decent week for us, 85 points. However, look at that highest score, 177. There's a lot to dive into this week, and obviously coming up, and what happened last week. So coming in, obviously it was a double game week last game week 33. We used our bench boost to gain some more points, and I think it did all right. It didn't do as good as others in the league or the highest score and stuff, but I still think it was good. And these are the transfers in for outs: Watkins, Gibbs White, Bowen, Rogers, and Thiago. Outs been Pedro, Semenyo, Etatike, Senesi, and Palmer. It's not bad fixed actually. Let's look at what happened then. Points. I do apologise. I'm a little bit ill, so I do apologise. 85 points. One transfer made last week. But this was so Callahan in goal, 6 points, a game against clean sheet. Hill in his double game week, you can see minutes played and DEFCON points in the Newcastle game, and then in this one, unfortunately, he did get own goal, which is -2 points. Goals conceded minus points, DEFCON points. So yeah, not great on that one. Gabriel, they lost against Man City. Should have been red carded, to be honest. Got lucky with that yellow. Van Dijk didn't get the clean sheet, but did get the goal, the winner in that Merseyside derby, which gives us 8 points. Rogers was good, 9 points there. Got his goal, got bonus points, minutes played. Bemo was a player that I wanted to get rid of anyway. We kept him because I didn't want to make the transfers. I should have went for the transfers. 3 points there. Semenyo in the double, 2 from against Arsenal. Minutes played and clean sheet points there. Not the attacking returns has kind of dropped for him, and it is a potential player I might get rid of. Anderson didn't do well, but is usually DEFCON beast. Bruno Fernandes as vice got the assist against that Chelsea game, got a clean sheet and minutes points. Thiago 2 points in a 0-0 draw. And then Haaland, captain, got a goal against Arsenal. Unfortunately, got yellow carded against Gabriel. But then also got the winner and the only goal in that game against Burnley. On the bench, the Bradford 4 points in a double, unfortunately. And then Mukalali got goals conceded and yellow card, so he got minus points, unfortunately. Krupi was a great option. Minutes played against Bournemouth, against Newcastle, and then got a goal against Leeds, which was good. Timber yet again didn't play, which was annoying because obviously that is a great, option. But yeah, okay, we're moving into the highest points was a bench boost. Donnarumma in goal, Senesi, Trossard, Calahoglu, Van Hecken, Rogers, Gibbs White, Bruno, Offador, Everson, and Haaland. Verbruggen, Calvin Skirch, and Cherky there. Great team, but unless you've got the wild card, you're going to be in trouble. So yeah, big teams and transfers coming in. I already made 2 changes. I've got rid of Thiago for Watkins to target those good fixtures, and obviously have Haaland on a blank this week. And I've got rid of Mbemo for Ndiaye against West Ham. Still unsure on Timber if he's going to play. And the only other option really want to get rid of is Semenyo. If I was going to get rid of Semenyo, you know, I could bring Rice back in for 1 week. Gibbs White is a good option. Wilson is not a bad option. For teams that have games this week, obviously there are better midfielders, but yeah, obviously a couple of teams blanking. It would mean we take minus points, but if we don't make a transfer for a Man City player, it does mean we are going with 10, because we got Haaland, Krupi, Hill, Dubravka on the bench, and then obviously Timber might not even play, so he could be down to 9. So we really do need to get rid of Semenyo for just this week. So I think something I will look at. I'm not going to do it now, but if we look at the leagues, we did go down. There were some big movements in the league: 128 points, 104 points, 119 points, 127 points. No, there are some teams that got amazing bench boosts. We'll look at all of them. So Paul, 128 bench boost. Verbruggen, Senesi, O'Reilly, Struck, Van Hecken and Hill, good options. Semenyo, Palmer, Tavernier and Passos Grush. Haaland captain, and then the bench boost of Darlow, João Pedro with 0, Bruno Fernandes and Bowen. Very good there. Obviously you can see Green's in all of his leagues as well. Then we look at Noah, who was on top, gone down, but still had 104 points, which, you know, that's crazy. 8 for Darlow. He used 3 hits, so it's a Goodmanson, Bogle, Krodonovskic, Minter, Palmer, Gross, Semenyo and Bruno. Haaland and Welbeck as their strikers. Then we look at Tindo Mbemo, 119 points. Verbruggen, Gabriel 0, Senesi, Van Hecken, Struch, Semenyo, Anderson, Gross, Tavernier, Haaland and Calvin Lewin. And then Raya, Gay, Bruno and Thiago. For what you are seeing, most of the good hit bench boost is obviously Brighton with their 2 wins, Man City, and then obviously targeting that obviously Bournemouth games as well. Manish, 127 points, absolutely cooked. Petrovic in goal, a little bit disappointing on that one, but Van Hecken, Truffle and Struch, good back 3 with Semenyo, Gross, Abadou and Shirky, Haaland, Welbeck and Krupi, and obviously his bench doesn't come into play, but Dubravka would have only been the only better replacement for his team. So very good from Manish there, which means he goes up to 5th. He was level on points with us. We've got the gap is closing from 8th. As I can say, we're still in Conference League positions, which is nice, but we do want to hit that 5th Europa League positions, kind of. I think the League XL is pretty much a 3-way title race. But there is still chances for that 4th, 5th, 6th position as well. And obviously I want to finish above Zach. That'd be good. So yeah, that is obviously what happened with our bench boost. Coming into this week, like I said, big decisions. Obviously, if I'm going to get rid of Semenyo, who I bring in. And obviously we hope Timber is fit. I'm deciding on whether it's going to be a Bruno captain or a Watkins captain. That is something. I think a lot of people might go Watkins, and I can go Bruno, but then still going to be a couple who go Bruno if they don't have Watkins in their team. So it's about finding that balance of other teams and what might be the best option. But for now, yes, we're going to have 10, potentially 9, unless I can make a transfer for Semenyo. But for now, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know how your bench boost or your game week 33 went, what your plans are for 34, and I'll see you very soon.